Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hi there.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah, good. I see you're out here doing some political activism.
Yes, and who are you?
Well, I'm Joe Anybody, and I write on Indie Media.
Oh,
and,
wonderful.
And
That's a good site. I write there occasionally,
Yep,
too.
I read your writings up there, and I've seen you around at some of the protest stuff around town. Hey, hey, hey.
I stick out a little.
Yeah. I try to blend in. No, that's...
I don't blend well.
Well, when you look at me, I don't either, but I'm on this end of the camera, so they don't. Nobody sees me.
That's the place.
So what do you got? You're pushing Kucinich stuff here, huh?
Yes, you know, he won the Democracy for America poll, nationwide poll.
Now, when was that?
This was this last week.
Oh,
I forget exactly which day because I was working, but it was around the 6th of November.
Was it the Air America thing? No.
This was Democracy for America. That was the group that promoted Edwards in 2004 as a national group of Democrats, and like Move On, sort of. And he beat Hillary in New York.
Oh, well.
Well, so did a lot of other Democrats.
Yeah, who's voting for her anyway? I don't know anybody hardly.
I mean, out of over 150,000 votes, Kucinich won hands down. The man that came in second was Gore, and he beat Gore by over 10 points, and Gore isn't even in the running.
Wow.
I mean, and he beat Edwards and Obama too, of course.
Good. Well, that's exciting because I just joined up with his website about 3 or 4 days ago when it was over the impeachment issue thing, when he came out and spoke on HR or 799.
This man stands for, he's the Democratic candidate that the Democratic Party
needs,
and they used to promote. I mean, that actually stands on the platform. But our party is corrupted as much by corporatism or fascism as the Republican Party.
You've hit the nail on the head there. That's what's happening.
And that's why the Independent Party is the fastest growing group of voters in the United States.
Yeah.
And they haven't seen anything yet. Wait till after the primaries.
Now, Independent, he's a Democrat though, isn't he, Kucinich?
Yes, he is. I am hoping the Democratic Party, the DLC, is pissed. They're embarrassed by that DLC poll because they are trying to promote Hillary.
Yeah.
And she's not flying.
No. They're trying to sell it to us.
And I'm
not buying. No.
No, and a lot of, that's what I was trying to say about the independents are now 44% of all registered voters. And the Republicans are about in the 20s somewhere for registered voters, percentage-wise. And Democrats, I believe, it's about 33% of all registered voters. And that's until after the primaries. After the primaries, people like me are sticking in there to vote for Kucinich in the primaries. Well, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be re-registered as an independent. And I am 61 years of age. And until this year, I have always voted a straight Democratic ticket.
You know what?
I will never, ever do that again.
I'm reading between the lines. I'm thinking the Democratic platform, they're losing some of their constituents. I think it's at a time when they could be really strong. They're falling apart.
Well, see, the Democrats are more afraid. They're colluding with the Republicans. Yep. Because if the defense industry shuts down, what industry is left in America?
Well, not many, huh?
Then the Democrats would get holy hell from the voters because there would be no jobs. And then they'd say, well, you outsourced them. They'd start blaming Democratic Party for the outsourcing. And if you brought all those soldiers home, we'd have peace. They don't want peace any more than the Democrats. Than the Republicans.
Yeah.
And that's why Nancy Pelosi took the Iran amendment out of the last funding bill. That would have, she personally was responsible.
So is that trying to defund it then? Is that what you're saying?
No, the Iran bill would have forced Bush, or tried to force Bush to go back to get authorization before he attacks Iraq.
But what she actually did was help him by doing that?
But when that amendment was put in there, probably by a Democrat like Kucinich or a progressive, that would have tried to force, because Bush acts on his own, you know. He's a maverick madman.
Oh.
But if it would have tried to force Bush to go back to Congress to get authorization before he attacked Iran. She took that amendment out of there. She gave him permission to attack Iran. Leave you want a yard sign about one of those two?
Okay, I would.
He said that he won the DFA poll. You heard about that? And he beat all the other candidates in the field. Gore came in second, and Gore isn't even running. Hillary didn't even hardly show on the map, and there were over 150,000 votes nationwide.
Wow. DFA is?
Democracy for America. That's the group that promoted Edwards' campaign in 2004.
Okay.
And they're still around, and you kind of like move on.
Yeah.
And he beat Gore by more than 10 points, and he beat Hillary, Obama, and Edwards. And
Sounds like hope to me.
Well, yeah, and the DLC is trying to say he can't win.
They
don't
don't want
want
the
him.
status quo is the problem. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not the problem. That's good for us.
Yeah.
I figure, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
And he's going to withdraw from NAFTA, which is going to, and he's got a health care plan, higher education for children.
Right. He's the one that's really speaking out against what's going on. Yeah, the other Democrats really aren't doing their work.
no, they're not.
No.
That's why I'm helping document these people that are speaking out, like yourself and Dennis, and yeah, I'm real proud of him. I just recently joined his website, and I've got some films for the impeachment stuff going on over at Blumenauer's. I've been filming that, so I sent it all up to him to show him.
To show Earl?
Well, to show Earl, he's not interested. Hey.
Would you like a sticker?
But I sent it to Dennis because he had mentioned that the grassroots movement is what's pushing this across America right now, the impeachment thing. And I said, well, hello, for 15 weeks we're over there at Blumenauer's. We are the grassroots movement. And so I sent him my video links. And Kucinich is asking everybody who's pro-impeachment to write him right now, and he's going to hand-deliver these letters to the Judiciary Committee.
Handwrite or no, email? I mean,
Email.
He said the mail is,
He said-
I emailed.
Email, that's what I did, so.
Yeah. And Elizabeth is in town right now. Do you know that?
No, I don't.
Yeah. She's going to be at, are you Kathy?
I'm Kathy.
I'm Linda.
Oh, Linda.
Kathy,
Yeah,
meet
me
Linda.
too, yeah.
I'm Joe Anybody, so hi everybody.
Yeah, we've spoken on by phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping Tara would be here, but she may be here tomorrow. Tara
That's my
Lynn.
son Jonah.
Oh, Joe.
All right.
And Joe?
I go by Joe Anybody, and I write
Joe
on
Anybody.
Indie Media and do a lot of filming, and I'm hitting the streets. I've been over at the recruiting office this morning. They're protesting over there real strong, and
good.
by Hollywood, over there on Broadway.
Yeah.
And then I went over by Lloyd Center, and there's people doing a peace rally over there, and I documented that. And now I'm working my way up to the PSU.
Yeah. On the back of my Volvo, I've got a sign because I noticed that the media wasn't covering the impeachment very well.
No.
And so I've got like news update, and I thought I just would drive around with this on the back of my car.
Well, good. I'm going to film that as I walk by. You should Google Joe Anybody. It's actually Joe Dash Anybody. But if you just Google Joe Anybody, all my stuff comes up, and then look for impeachment, because that's where I've been, on that subject anyway.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I figure the reason they're saying he's a long shot is because they're so worried.
What's that? No?
I figure the reason that most of the media is saying that Kucinich is a long shot is because they're truly worried.
Yeah. And as this other party's starting to all fall apart left and right and don't have much to stand on, of course it's obvious to me though. I'm biased here, but it just seems really obvious, even more so as we keep going. It's like, hello, yes, I'm excited, but
I wonder how it's going around the rest of the country.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder about that.
Well, with like your media update, the media's not out here much. That's what gets me off my butt and out here with my camera walking around trying to help out.
Yeah.